It is December 7th, that 7th day of Vlogmas, and it's about 9 o'clock in the morning, and I have been working on sermon writing. I'm probably about halfway done with my sermon, so I feel pretty good about that, and it's coming along pretty nicely. I find that I reach maybe the halfway point or like 3/4 of the way through, and I kind of have to get up and step away from it and kind of let my brain mull over and just let a little bit more of it come together. I can never sit down and do like the whole thing from start to finish. I always kind of have to stop and take a little bit of a break and let myself kind of regroup a little bit, so to speak. So I thought I would do that and just give everyone a good morning. We got our first real snowfall last night. It's just a dusting, just a little bit, but it's enough to kind of make everything white and helps a little bit with the everything is brown and looks dead look that happens after all of the leaves have fallen off the trees and before the snow comes. I will be honest, I am not a winter fan at all. I mean, I love knitwear, but I'm always cold, and so snow and the winter is not really my favorite time of year at all. But it was kind of exciting, and it helps kind of make it feel more Christmassy to get some snow. So that was kind of nice to have a little bit of snow to wake up to this morning. As far as my day, this week has been so hectic and so busy that it's been kind of crazy. So today, I really want to get all, if not all, most of my sermon done, and then I need to run a few errands, like the dog needs dog food, and like badly, or he's gonna, those dogs, they think you have to feed them. So I need to go run out and do that. It didn't snow enough that the main roads are very bad, and I will say, living in this rural setting, I am a little bit concerned about how well the roads will be cleared. It looked like the main road that I drove down to take the kids to the school bus was okay, but I'm not sure how the side roads and some of the other roads that I will have to be navigating will be. So yeah, who knows how that's gonna turn out. And then later this evening, I am doing an Advent study with both of my churches. So we're doing that this evening. I normally do it on Wednesday nights, but because of Abby's band concert, I had to move the date to tonight. So I will be doing that and kind of readying myself a little bit later for that. So that's kind of what my day is looking like right now. And yeah, I think that's all that there is for right now. I will check in later. So all of my plans for today have now completely changed because I just got a call from Philip's school, and he is in the office with a stomach ache and norovirus is going around, so I need to go and pick him up. And don't worry, I am in the car, but I am not actually driving yet at the moment. So I am not doing this and driving. So I'm off to do that and completely rework my day. Fun times. We have made it back home. Nobody threw up in the car. That was good. He's feeling pretty rough. Laying down on the couch right now, watching some shows. So since he is settled in and warm, I think I am going to make myself some lunch and keep an eye on him and just relax, I guess, for the rest of the day while I can write my sermon while he's resting and get that finished. But the dog still needs dog food. Not sure when I'm going to be getting that, but that is life, and he has enough food that he can eat tonight, so he's not going to starve or anything like that. So if he has to have a late breakfast tomorrow so I can go get dog food, then so be it. But we'll all be okay, and Phil is just resting, and I'm hoping that he doesn't have norovirus, and maybe his stomach is just going to hurt and he's not going to start throwing up. So yeah, it's going to kind of be a boring day around here, I'm afraid. I just finished writing my sermon, which is kind of cool. I very rarely am able to have it all totally written on Thursday. I always think I want to, but it rarely happens. I usually end up having most of it done on Thursday and then like finishing it and finalizing it on Saturday, or sometimes doing what I'm not supposed to do and work on it on Friday, and Fridays are supposed to be my day off. But I have it finished, and I think it turned out okay. Not too terrible. It's funny because when you are writing and preparing a sermon, oftentimes the ones that you don't think are very good end up being the ones that speak to people the most. And I'm not entirely sure why that is. I don't know if it's a humility sort of a thing or what, but I have kind of a funny story about that. A few Sundays ago, I was really struggling with my sermon. It was not coming together for me, and I just was really having a tough time with it. And finished it, I think I finished it like Saturday afternoon. That's how horrible of a time I was having with this. I finished it, and I said to my pastor friend, I said, "This is crap." I said, "This is terrible." And he read it and he said it wasn't, but I still didn't feel like it was very good. So Sunday came, I gave my sermon, and well, twice, because I have two churches, so I give my sermon twice. And after service at the second church, one of my parishioners, who I've developed a pretty good relationship with, came up to me and he said, "Pastor, you really enjoyed that sermon, didn't you? You really enjoyed all of that." And I was like, "No, I thought this was terrible." So somewhere along the way, God did God's thing, and it was meaningful to him, which is all that you can really ask for. So now that the sermon's done, and Philip is doing okay, we haven't had any issues. I think that since he's laying on the couch and chilling, I might go snuggle near him. Maybe not with him, because I don't need to get a stomach bug. And do a little bit of knitting and maybe watch some Vlogmases. I don't know if that's even a word. Vlogmases. And just kind of relax and enjoy my evening. My Bible study is probably going to be, well, it's either going to be canceled or I'm going to have somebody else do it for me. Waiting to hear back from the person who would fill in for me. But I am not going to expose my sick kids to a babysitter, and I think that I just need to be with my kids tonight. So that's going to be the new plan. Ever adaptable. So I will check with you. evening. It's about 10 o'clock. Abby and I just finished watching The Christmas Prince on Netflix, which is a Christmas show that's a Netflix original, a cheesy Christmas movie. But I think I liked it a little bit better than the Hallmark ones. And so we enjoyed that, and she has gone to bed. Neither one of the kids are still feeling the greatest, so they both just have a half day of school tomorrow. So I think I'm going to keep them home from school so that they can get some rest, because they are both pretty tired and in need of rest. And if I am perfectly honest, I could really use a good sleep-in day myself, because it's been a really, really long week. So I did get a fair amount of knitting done, and I'll probably wait and show you some of that tomorrow. This probably has not been the most interesting of vlogs today, because sick kids make things challenging. So I'm gonna say goodnight, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.